good evening, afternoon, or noon, night, whatever, wherever it is when you're watching this. Hello. Welcome to the Tavern. And we are maybe on the last night of painting this guy. Maybe. There's a few things left to do. There isn't much, but who knows? Time is a weird soup and definitely a sink, so it may take me longer than I'm imagining, but it's pretty close to being done, so I guess away we go. So first thing I want to do is I want to finish the handle, the sword, the power sword, which I'm pretty dang happy with how it came out with my little lightning effect and such. So I'm curious. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll bet you the six little. You know, I can paint it like it's a pride, like it's a trans handle. I think. And I want to put some pink anyways because I realized there was a little spot on one of the little servos. There's a little splink of blue on there. Let's get rid of that. And then let's fill in. I did non-metal metallic. Shoot. That means I gotta do the beads like non-metal metallic. Okay, so maybe this won't get finished tonight. Although they're beads, they shouldn't take horribly long to NMM. I also have to figure out what I'm doing with that gun. With this gun. Now this is it. Tonight we have to commit to what I'm doing with that gun. Hey, how are you, big hairy GM? As for me, I'm good. I said it's a night before PortCon. Oh yeah. It's the night before PortCon Maine, and which is the biggest event I do all year. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, actually, I'm in the main hotel, so maybe that's a plus. But it can't be too much of a plus because last year I had 100 and Lord, I had like 177 people last year. So if I don't know if I can get much more than that. I probably could on like Sunday afternoon, maybe later Saturday. So I'm excited. Oh boy, let's see. Let's see if I can get that in there. I know the handle actually goes higher, but yeah, either that I'm gonna just let's do another one. Let's just do the last part and handle that too. Sure, why not? Still gonna have the right effect. I'm thrilled with this transition. So I'm trying to thinly glaze a little bit of the darker color on there. Because I can see the friggin' transition line. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, whenever I can go to a con and, share the love of this hobby with people all weekend. I mean, how can you beat that? I'll be bringing this actually with me. Yeah, once I'm done here, I actually still have to pack. I haven't even started packing yet. I'm so not ready for this weekend. But yeah, it's gonna be really good. So if it's been like it, hopefully I said it'll be like, the past. That's also where I do a lot of fundraising for my Fabulous Marines thing. We have hit over halfway. So I usually have gotten at least the other half at the con. Technically, I think this is actually my last stream for this campaign. Technically. Only because I can't do Saturday or Monday. I don't think I'm going to do Monday. But that said, I mean, I don't know. I am going to have to do at least one more to do all, clear out all the giveaways and things that we unlock through the con. I need some weight. So, alright, I said, it being the last night, we're just a lousy $30 away from the next giveaway. So if you want to give away a night and not count on it being next Wednesday, somebody needs to pony up and donate $30 or more than one somebody. Is there something hard in this? No, I like stirring on the paint. I feel like there's something. It does. It feels like there's something hard in there, like some dry paint or something. Oh. Basically, I'm adding water to my monument hobbies because it feels like it's starting to get thick. Oh, I know what I could do. I can do the ultramarine blue for the other spots of this. Yeah, when I logged in, all my cameras were. I downloaded new Razor software, and of course, all my cameras were screwed up. And it still looks borked. I've tried to focus this thing. I swear to God, it's having a really hard time right now. Why are you doing this? Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's me. Once again, sometimes I think it's me. I think it's a little off, but I don't think it's terrible right now. So I don't know why it drops the friggin' window behind my window. It's like I can see. Figure out what the hell the deal is. Okay, let me try one more thing. It said it screwed up all my friggin'. Fucked up all my settings. They've had for a really long time. That looks better. Bumped up the sharpness a little bit. Alright, I think that's about where it's going to be. It's like it set it back to factory standards. Oh, part of it's my vision. So I always like to say, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope if you are visiting the tavern, so I'll check something else too. I'm gonna reload my stream. Huh, that's really weird. I guess it's like no one hanging out with me tonight. Usually more people come in later. Also, it's probably somewhere. It's probably a lovely summer night. It's gonna finally cool down here. It's been yesterday. It hit 100. Today it wasn't quite as bad. Tomorrow it's gonna be cold, at least for me. It's gonna be like 60. God, I just love it when I get to a point, it's like I'm forced to finally start making decisions on certain things that I've left until now. Alright, I think I keep finding like I can. Thank God for glasses. Okay, because I can see where it's uneven. And I can see little gray bits. Alright. Alright, let me put that down. And I think I'm going to grab some black. So I'm going to put black on this handle. And then some ultramarine blue. I'm going to put black in these little recessed areas. I have to say, paint the recesses first. And I do understand that. Probably would have been smart to do here, but I'm still sort of planning out colors. All it means is that I probably am going to have to go touch up. Oh my god, I'm trying to figure out which way to. So I'm going to put black. Yeah, I'm going to touch it up in between. Actually, I'll probably use black. Or black or dark gray. Usually, actually, for no metallic, I start with dark gray. So I probably will do that again. Okay, now let's even. Let's fix that. So after I finish this, I'm going back to the Kathy Wapple figure, and we're gonna finish it. And then after that, I have a Moonlight Minis figure I'm gonna do, and then we'll see where we're at. I'm also doing some competition painting off stream. Where I'm actually working on a chibi. I've shown it a couple times. I'll show it in a sec. I'm pretty happy with it because I thought it'd be fun to do. I need to get plinths or something for all these things, but here's my chibi. All I really have left in her is the the feather and a figure out of base. What the hell is on her? Something get in her hair. Yep, there's that crud on my figure. So I think I like her. I'm really happy with the face and the eyes. And I figured out a good way to do the color scheme. I was trying to figure a color to put back, inside this little panel. And then it's like, you know what? So after talking with a couple people, I just decided, I think actually someone said, go ahead, I think it was Jeltip said, go ahead and put the little details on the back. So I did that on the front. So that's free-handed. She's adorable. I really like her. I had to resculpt part of the feather because it broke, and I think it looks okay. Hopefully they'll like it. Alright, I want to grab some ultramarine blue. Hey, there's some people. Hello, people. I'm looking okay, how can I make this look better? Alright, a little ultramarine blue. Okay. I'm going to do ultramarine blue on this too. And then I have to figure out, let's see, I have to do the beads. I can do all the skulls. Speaking of Melamataki, yeah, maybe this isn't going to happen tonight. I can flatten out my brush just a little bit because, like, see, they are so tiny. This little pink spot. Oh, I got it. Yes. Look like there's a little pink, tiny pink spot that was just poking out into my black there. All right. Let's grab. Well, actually, I've got the blue. I'm gonna mix though. That blue, like the true blue that I'm using, is kind of light for a highlight color for that ultramarine blue, so I'm mixing a in between. Guys, I didn't really get any in there for a highlight. No, too thick, too thick. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, and then I'll take a little bit of just that color, that light true blue. Let's come back. Some of the little higher points. There we go. Just lightens it and gives it a little more pop. You want pop on your minis. Let's see, come around here. Top there. So I can't really do much. The beads are kind of in the way on the other side, so we're just going to leave that. So like I said, I could actually do a little more with some of these. Although I do see it on there, so I know I definitely did highlighting on this blue. I could just use a little more. Just a little more. Get off of me, bug. If I put my AC on, the bugs can sneak in through there. Or they're pulled in. So usually I go to bed, there's a million like flying things around here. Like, nothing scary or anything like that, but... Okay, I want to take my coming up loop. There it is. Yeah, inevitably should just remember to look on my paper towel when I look for my pokey tool. Because it's always on there. And I am going to highlight those lighter blues, or at least this one down here, because the other one is really kind of buried. The back, once again, back I really can't do much with. Okay. And then let me grab, what the heck was the pink called? Nope, that's the wrong one. Where's the pink? Oh, there it is. It's Divine Love. Divine Love! Okay. Now, I'm going to do the beads. Carbon gray. I'm just going to make them like little steel beads. So I'm going to take some carbon gray. Paint. I figured out what I want to do the box. Like the box is the little casket and the little box that those come in. I should look at the box art and see what's really a box. The blister art. Let's see what they did it as. I noticed this the other night. Actually, I think it was last night. That was like kind of undone, actually. That's not the only thing that's undone. Alright, let me see. Where's my box at? Where's the box at? Oh, there it is. Or I said, or I guess in this case it's a blister art. So they made the boxes kind of gold. Well, I could do that. Alright, let's. Alright, let me put that down. What do I have to do decals too? This might not get. This really might not get done tonight. And I can't really stream late. It's time we're right into Darth Ridemar. I think I might not actually hang out on a stream because I've got stuff to do. Like I said, I haven't even packed yet. Tempest Gray, which I really like as a mid-tone steel gray. I'm just going to kind of hit the tops. You know what's funny? I think in the underneath I should probably maybe paint it black. Those are the ones that are really in the shadow. Just the ones kind of under his arm. Then take the carbon gray and go over it. And then take my little mid-tone gray here. And hit the dots. Each one, I mean, you could try to dry brush this sort of carefully. Because you're sort of just hitting the tops of all the little bumps. I gotta figure out where I want to put the highlights. Well, I got white out here already, so I want to put little highlights on these things now. I want my brush to be pretty thin. Actually, this is one of these things where I need to sort of figure out the unit. Hey, Grogu, what's up? Well, I'm working on trying to finishing my piece. We're at $270, so we're over halfway to the goal. And I'm going to hit PortCon Maine this weekend, so I should theoretically get to my goal of 500. Usually they're pretty generous there, and I mean, I've got a whole con worth of people to hit up if they find me. It's a little bit of an unknown this year because we're not, the mini painting table is not, and the game, all the games are not where they used to be. We had to move this year because con has like a mall space normally, but somebody wanted the space who was actually going to pay the mall full rent all year round. So who can blame them for, saying sorry, but we need our space back. Basically, I think if all goes well, I only have one more stream to do all the unfinished business left for this fundraiser. Which will be all the remaining giveaways. So this one for 3, 4, and then the big giveaway at 500. If we get to 500. I'm going to do my best to try. Actually, I'm going to grab, I want to put something on the side, but I don't want it to be pure white. Where is Steely Blue, which sadly is a color I don't think they make anymore, and it's such a good color. Ducks aren't going, the ducks will be going when I have time to do the ducks. After all the giveaways are done and I figure out how many I need, I still print them. I got a little more done on the one that I was working on. I also need to figure out how many, if only one duck I'm going to have spots on, or all of them. So I'm not really concerned about the ducks, except for the one I started, until I actually get there. Until I know exactly what I need to do. And I sort of thought about printing and bringing some this weekend, but I've got other things I need to do. Thin. Super thin. So I think when I get home from the con, I'm going to go on to Ep9 Studios and probably buy a couple more STLs that I will print and give away. I said I have to figure out exactly what we've got though first. All right. I'm going to go back to my white. Do another little dink here. Okay. Yeah, I think last night I started. Last night I was working on the armor. You know, I got a lot of it done. I started. Why did I put more white highlight on this? See, I could put some here. I'm trying to finesse the little white highlights a little more. So there's a little duck update. Duck butt. Okay. Yeah, what do I want to do with the gin? This is hard. Like, I'm not sure what to do with the damn gun. So let's start. With the thing that I think I can figure. So I'm going to do doing the little barrel here. I do not drill out. I mean, I have drilled out barrels, but not this one. I'm going to paint it. It'll look like it's got a hole in it. I'm just going to put a bit of a black center. Give it some depth. I think it's very. Oh, that's very. Yeah, it's not as round as I want it to be. So. That does not look very even. Alright, that's getting better. Alright, that doesn't look bad. Okay. Now, it's underneath. Do this bottom edge. Kind of top. If anything, it's pointing this way, so this is the higher side. So and then let me see if I can. Fix this a little bit. me seam. Right, that's a little better. The more you play with it, the more I play with it, the more I can screw it up. Right, now let me put some. Let's add some black for that little spot here. I should have done first. So like, I just realized that I should have these fill in. Okay. Ooh, there was some paint with that. Yuck. I always wash and dry my brush before I repoint it with my mouth. Apparently I didn't wash it well enough. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go one section at a time on this and figure out how I want to do it. I'm still not even sure how I'm doing it. I get the trans colors in there. I mean, I guess I can make it just a normal gun. I guess I was thinking I could do like a little freehandy on this upper section here. And make the rest black. Put some color in the buttons. A little bit of that steely blue. And a little bit around this ring here that's on the outside. Okay. Need to blend this in. I can see a little edge there. Whenever I see an edge that wants to be difficult, not blend, then I make a bridge between the two colors. It's a quiet night today. There's lots of factors, because including like the wet. I mean, it's still like super warm here. Although it said it's gonna get better. Tomorrow's actually gonna be friggin' cold compared to what we've been having. Let's see if we can soften that up a little bit. Let's see if I could take a little bit of that white and put it in that little, the bottom of my opening. Alright, now that's pretty good on the barrel. Oh, actually, add just a little hint. Just a little tiny bit of that white. Where the most lit place of that little opening is. Darken this up a little bit. Maybe a little bit for the interest, add a little bit of a highlight there. Okay. And then this looks like a metal-y bit. Well, actually, the whole thing probably is metal, I would think. Some of them I'm going to have be exposed metal. I don't think all that's supposed to be. I'm going to grab some black. I'm going to start painting the black in here too. I think I'm going to add a little black in those little slots things here. I didn't know the other side, so that'll work out well. Right now. Jeez, it looks like crap. Did I? It looks like I might have filled in my black. Well, maybe doing the black after wasn't such a stupid idea. Or it's the fact these colors are somewhat close. See where that cover goes to. Okay, so I think. So this is. I'm gonna make all this black. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Trying to get in here. I mean, I can. Hashtag sub-assemblies. But see, I don't really particularly like sub-assembling my stuff. And the reason being, I think it's gonna be okay though. The reason being is that I feel like I'm gonna, screw up my paint job the more I handle the pieces.
Moist.
Moist! Oh, hey, Nerdy Tokyo, what's up? Welcome to my super quiet stream tonight. I'm getting there. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Should be a shadow. Make a super weight like Ray. I can talk, sure. That's pretty good. I realize the white is like even around the whole thing. I'm like, that's not how that would work. New. Okay, let's work on my steel. On the little gun again. Well, you dinged and you ran, so. What, not even a hello? You're already Tokyo. He's lurking about. That's all that really matters. No, just lurking. Oh, yeah, waking up working on the cross stitch. Oh, cool. I so approve. I gotta keep filling in these little. Okay. I mean, that's a great way to work out, to wake up. Well, in bed and work on your hobbies. I'd like to do that. Except for then I wouldn't be working on my hobbies. It'd be just working. I know I'm getting a point in my life. I just want to make this a real business and retire from my job. Start a Patreon. Do it monthly. Do monthly tiers for minis. Keep doing the commissions. See if I can make enough to quit. Why am I stuck? Oh, I know I'm stuck. I'm on my bag. Come on. Out of my way. Put my bag down because it's just a better spot for it. Okay. I love it. I could sleep in get up and work all afternoon and night. I'd probably make myself a second shift worker. Actually, it's not true. I'd probably get at some point in the morning and get started. I think on the bottom side here, I'm going to darken some of this up. It looks too light. Keep my highlight. How am I gonna hold this? Nerdy ass cross. I love that. I do love that cross stitch. I think that's a really cool. I feel like they should give you the rest of it. It'd be really cool to hang the whole thing on your wall rather than just that one little portion. There we go. Let's grab a little white. Just a little tiny bit there. I feel like it's a little out of control. I'm gonna fix that. I'm not. That's too much. I'll try that again. That was a little definitely out of control. Say to be precise and you're putting your paint on. So I need to do that. Take a little darker color. So that pops out. Okay, that's good. Just a little bit on these bottom of those. Okay, I think that's makes me happy. We grab a little white for the other side now. Maybe we'll actually add some white in here. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, now here comes the fun part. It's time to do some edge lining on my gun here on the black parts. Gonna make the details stand out a little bit. Oh, that's very little. Jeez. Jeez, I see it there. It really depends, I guess I could say, about the light, which way I hold it in the light. That's very thin. I'm happy with that. That looks good. Oh my god, my chair is sliding back. Urgh. Come on. Am I still on top? Nope, I'm not on top of my bag. I'm moving my bag though. Okay. I'm doing for this is just hitting the very corner with the side of my brush. Oh, I see a little gray spot. I don't want a little gray spot. No, 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 no. Like almost holding my breath here. Don't hold your breath when you paint. That's not a great idea. Oh, I actually like edge lining. And highlighting. It's almost like if it goes well, especially if it goes well, you know, you can't even like friggin' make it out. Why does this still look so bad? Oh, it's my, probably I know it's my, the way I see. My vision is so porked because I'm getting old. So yes, I'm like touching my hands together because it stabilizes them. Let's flip to the side. Side is definitely trickier. Definitely letting the model, well, to a degree of work. I think I have to touch that up. They're just really hard to get in, or a lot harder to get into this. I mean, you can get into it, it's clear. I'll try that again. I'm pretty happy with a lot of the edge lining in this. It's just this one section. It's kind of being difficult. Got some work to do on this side. One piece of advice for edgeline. Try to flatten your brush a bit. I think it makes it a lot easier with a flatter brush so your brush is not so loaded. Hmm. Okay. Try to see what it looks like. I said my camera settings all got fouled up, and now it's like I'm not sure I'm really happy with them, even after I fix them. Okay, I put black in there in that little section twice. I think it's the way the light is hitting it. So I'm going to trust that that's all it is. Then I'm seeing. I think I'm going to call that good enough. Then I think I'm going to add a couple little black patches in this. They almost look like little cutouts. You know what? I think I'm going to make one more thing black. I'm going to make this front section black. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it might look weird if I include this. The rest of the trans colors. I just heard a ding. Oh, hi, how are you? Welcome to my very quiet night stream, because it's quiet tonight. Dice Image crafted our way to Music Touch. Thank you to my tavern. Time to roll for initiative and paint some epic minis. Yes! I hope you all join me and paint. Our dice bags are ready. for your colorful creations. Support the trip project together. Oh my god. Wait, are you fabulous Marines, guys? Are you part of our fabulous Marine? Are you fabulous? Thank you so much for the raid, Lady Kachara. Let me give you a shout out. Oh, if I can do it. It is a very quiet night tonight. I'm not sure why. So as I like to say, well, as we all like to say, how are you tonight? How was your stream? And what were you painting? I asked that anyways, even though everybody asked that, but I happen to always like to win and to know what everyone else is doing. I love it. Actually, no, the message is really cool. Yes, I just put the... Oh, okay, well, I'm officially part of the group. But that's... A lot of people do, and they really need the support right now. You know, you could join us. I mean, it's open to whoever wants to do it. You just have to find your way to the website, which will lead you to the Discord, which would have all the tools and everything on it. I'm like halfway to my goal, and you're like, well, we're almost the end of the month, but I go to a convention, and I collect there, and you should get the other half at this convention. It's PortCon, Maine. You're working on scale mail dice bags. Oh, that's right. Oh, so you actually... That's so cool. That's right. You like make dice bags and things. Oh my god. I have so many dice bags. And I have so many dice to put in them. I don't know. I've been gaming for over 30 years. I started gaming about 1990. So, I believe 2020 was 30 years. So, I've been about 35 years I've been gaming. Probably about painting about 25 of those years. So, this is my camera got all screwed up because I downloaded the software and it changed all my settings. So, I keep thinking it's blurry, and I look at the rest of the screen like, no, that's probably my eyesight that's blurry. That's why I have to wear these to paint. But I have basically a Trans Pride Space Marine. Every year when I do the Fabulous Marines, I basically pick something, like a flag that works with the faction. So like the first year I did a Bi-Pride Chaos Marine, which I keep on my desk. And then I did a non-binary orc, and last year I did a lesbian sister. So this year I did a trans space marine. While Lady K was making skin dice bags, I finished crocheting one and made it cool. Now, you can tell me to shut the fuck up, and this is too nosy. Is your kid trans? So it's like an awesome show of support? Oh, awesome. I'm sure they loved it. At least they better have. You crocheted it yourself. They better have loved it. That's awesome. So you both were streaming together? Give it to them this weekend. Oh, they're gonna love it. They said they better love it because you made it. I love handmade things by people. I love... Like, actually, I have a few minis on my desk that people gave me. So I keep them on my desk close at hand because I really appreciate when people give me stuff. So I have... oh my god, I forget the name of the guy's tag. He's not like a professional. He just... We had this. This bear. I said this was cool. And then from Crimson... KMR, he did this, and he did it in purple for me. And then, yeah, okay, now I have to, let's face it, I do like to show this off. But I went and got to hang out with James Waffle in Chicago, like, about a year ago. And he gave me a mini. And I was like, oh my lord, why are you giving me a mini? I gave him one, actually, because I did I painted the Reaper one of the Kathy Wapple mini. I now actually, when I get back to it, after I finish this, I'm going back to her because she's for ReaperCon. But I'm painting the Dark Sword figure. So far, so good. She's going to be a competition piece for ReaperCon, which I have 2 months left and not nearly enough time to do everything I wanted to do. So yeah, I'm just now figuring out, I want to put the trans flag on this little piece right here. But that's so cool. But that is, yeah, James, but he is just one of the sweetest, nicest people on this planet. And boy, he did not deserve what he got. When none of us did, because when we lost Kathy, it just
Moist.
sucked. I gotta say again, cancer fucking sucks. Oh shit! How is it already 10:16? Hi Gareth, what's up? In about 15 minutes, we're going to raid Gareth Rydmar. Yeah, it's a quiet night tonight. I'm not really sure why it's so quiet tonight, but I did have Lady Kachara come and raid me. Oh, that donut. Yeah, fuck cancer. Because I was talking about, I met James Wapple and he gave me a mini and I painted this and I gave it to him. Well, not this one, obviously, but I have the Reaper version and I gave that to him. So this one, I kept the Dark Sword one for me. And we'll be getting back to that once, after I'm done with this. I think there's going to be one more stream on this. I was like, oh, I might be able to finish it tonight. And now it's like, no, I'm not finishing this tonight. Not in 15 minutes. I cannot hang out in your stream, unfortunately, Gareth, because I've got a pack for tomorrow. Because I'm going off to PortCon, Maine. Why am I friggin' starting white? With pink, rather. I'm going to start with white. And I'm going to kind of just eyeball things like this. I'm trying to draw straight lines. There's no hand motion. I just use my fingers and just draw this brush straight back. I don't use tape or anything. I like my stuff to look like I'm actually hand painting it. Actually, I think that top part's going to be a little too big. Oh god, I hope I did this right. Fine, I'm going to sketch it out, and then I'm going to put over the whole thing. By the way, when they created all these pride flags, I gotta give it to the people who created them for having such great color schemes. A lot of them are. Oh, that's true. The NBA draft is tonight. Cooper flag. The only thing I watch in terms of basketball is I watch the NCAA tournament, and I do follow the Celtics. Who apparently are trading away the entire team right now. But it's draft night, so. What tree are you going, Gareth? I said I'm going to PortCon, Maine, which is of course in Portland, Maine. I should let everybody on my that vampire server know I'm going to Portland. And they're like, it's Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon. You're going to Boulder, Colorado. Why are you going to Boulder, Colorado? Any particular exciting reason, or is it vacation? I have to go and fix that. Actually, I could go Well, you know what? I've got the Space Marine blue too as part of this color scheme. So let me take a little bit of the black, put it back in my. Hate to run, it's fine. I mean, that's what most of us do. I came over, cave. I need to go back. Hey, well, have a good night, guys. As I said, I actually won't be going to bed. I will be raiding and running too. Normally, I hang out with Gareth and I pop on his Discord, but tonight I have to go pack. What are you working on? You're still working on Butt Thirster, aren't you, Gareth? The Butt Thirster. I should have started with white. I don't know why I didn't start with white. Hold on. Grab some white. It's not too late. Yeah, be right up. Firework. Yep. Hopefully it's a. What? This isn't the night for me. What the? What? Well, I will have your stream running. I just will not be sitting at my desk. Let's see if I can finish this. We just get the base colors on here. I realize the back is, but I think this is going to work out best if I do something like this. All right, I'm going to grab the black again and see if I can fill it in. Now let me grab some blue. Blue me. This is the right blue. My two blues are pretty close together. Honestly, it's a kind of a bummer that I didn't quite finish. Because then I could bring it to the con. I'm still going to bring it to the con. I have a number of things. I got a few things I'm going to bring to the con with me to work on. I'm not going to work on this. I'm just going to have it there. On his little base. I'm gonna see. Hopefully this is gonna work alright. But I'm adding ultramarine blue. Ooh. Fix that. Just trying to figure out if that's straight or not. I don't think that's straight. Neither am I. Back something not happy about being. Oh no! Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, that sucks. I hope not. I guess you don't feel well. You always skip your stream, but I probably won't be streaming on Monday either because I'll be too friggin' tired from the weekend. Hell, when I go home, when I head home, I'm not even going home. I gotta go to my mom's birthday party on Sunday. This will be finished the next stream. So yeah, so I won't be streaming. I will be streaming next Wednesday, and that will be the final, or should be. I want to hit $500, so on my donations. As I said, I'm over halfway there, and I've got pork con Maine, which usually the people there come up big. So theoretically, I should be there when I come home. 270, yeah. 500 is the goal. And usually I usually get over 250 at pork on Maine. In fact, last year, you guys actually beat pork on Maine, which was surprising. Because there's a lot more people there than are on my stream. But people don't have like the, you know. What are you doing? Nerdy Tokyo, why are you doing that? Don't you have enough friggin'? Alright, Nerdy Tokyo, will you promise to be here next Wednesday? Please promise to be here. Okay, that's fair. But you've done so much. I guess it's just the amount you've donated. It just blows me away. Because I couldn't do it. But I'm really glad you can, actually. I'll make sure okay. Because I'm going to make sure you're here next Wednesday. Because that will be all the giveaways. Including the one we just hit for tonight. Alright, and you really should be here to at least try to get the stream ones too. That looks pretty good. I think I still have to fix my little panel here that's poking out. I hate it when my hand slips like that. I wonder if I... Looks like I missed that spot right here. It looks kind of pink. It doesn't quite look pink enough. Okay. And with that, I'm calling it a night. I think we've got one more stream on it, which is good because that'll be the big giveaway stream. So, my lord, we get to 300. Actually, I have to make sure let me put down those raffle tickets first. I've got so many paints on my desk, it's not even funny. Let's open up documents. Fab Marines 25. And then next week I'll figure out how many ducks I need, and I'm gonna have to like go crazy. So you did what, 30? So that's 6. So now you have 30 entries. Alright, paid off once. I'm almost tempted to make the duck I'm working on, because it's hard, actually part of the big giveaway, and give Night Whisperer another one. Actually, I don't think he'd mind, knowing that's the reason. You get the fancy duck. Wow. So we're at $300. Who knows? Maybe we can get to $600. I mean, if I'm halfway there, I get 300 there, we hit 600. Wouldn't that be exciting? And then maybe I'll do an additional giveaway. It won't be as big as, because I won't have the prizes donated, but it'll be just an extra special little bonus for someone to win. All right, well, I'm going to take all 4 of us. It is a very quiet night. I'm not sure why. This is definitely one of the quietest nights I have had in a while. But thanks to those of you who showed up and hung out at the Painted Hero Tavern. Let's go raiding. All right, so I will not be here on Saturday because I'll be PortCon Maine. But my Saturday stream normally is at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And I should not be here Monday because I'll be recovering from PortCon Maine. But my normal Monday stream is 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and I will return a week from now, Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Come and visit the tavern. I love to have you here. Thanks to Lady Kachara for that raid and their company. That was lovely. Anything else? I think that's it. It's obviously because of the con. There's no Murder Hobo Wink this week. And I think that's it. So, until our paths cross again and you come and visit the Painted Hero Tavern, I hope you have a lovely life and happy painting.
It does look like tiger stripes.
Yeah.